Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to look at Solve by Completing the Square Part 1. So this is the first of two videos you should be watching tonight. Your learning goal: I can solve a quadratic equation by completing the square. So basically we've learned two ways to solve a quadratic already. We've learned how to factor and solve, and then we've also learned how to solve by getting the x squared alone and taking a square root. So now, what if neither of those will work to solve it? So notice I have a b term, so I cannot actually use square root because I have that b term, and this does not factor. So we need a way to be able to solve this problem without those two ways. So that's why completing the square came into place. So we're going to first look at it geometrically. So basically what we're going to do is complete a square with various pieces of blocks. One kind of block is going to be an x squared block right here. So notice it's the same width as it is the length, because it is the same x. It's an x width by an x width. X squared, that's why it's x squared. So then my x is a rectangle. So I have this problem here, and I have x squared plus 4x plus blank. I need to find what blank's going to be. Well, I already have my x squared here. Now what I need to do is figure out what's 4x. So I have these 4x tiles right here, and I need to arrange them so ultimately I'm going to complete a square. Well, to complete a square, I know that I need to put even number here and even number here, right? So 2 this way and 2 this way, right? Because I want to make us that way it's nice and even. There we go. Now, how many little ones here is it going to take me to fill in to make my square? Let's try it. I have one little one here, another little one, another little one, and one more. So it's going to take me 4 little ones. So my blank will be a 4. Let's try it again. So I have x squared plus 6x plus blank. So I need to find my plus blank. So I need 6 x terms. So let's go ahead and arrange 6 x terms here. So I need to put 3 on this side, and whoops, that's a 1. 3 on this side. Nope, there we go. Now, how many little ones is it going to take me to fill it in? Well, there's one that's got to go there, and there, and there, and there, and there. And it looks like we need 3 more, right, to fill in? I made a beautiful, wonderful square. So how many ones did it take me to go? It took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little squares. So my blank is 9, or my C term is 9. Let's take a look though. What if I have 8x? Now it's a lot of times to take all those little squares and move them around. Well, I know that I'm going to have 4 x's, right? So I'm going to have 4 x's going down here. Now I'm going to have 4 x's going up and down, right? There we go. Now, let's think, without having to draw a whole bunch, let's think how many little ones is it going to take me? Well, I know that it's going to take me to fill up this side, it's going to take me 4, right? And then this is going to take me 4 as well. So, would you agree that I can go 4 times 4 to find how many little ones it's going to take me? Well, it's going to take me 16, right? 16 little ones. Because every row would need 4, and I have 4 rows. So 4 times 4 is 16. Let's look at actually getting that C without having to use all the blocks. Well, you notice that we halved this number, right? So I did 10 divided by 2. That led me to put my x's on the bottom and the top of my x squared, right? So that was 5. Then I multiplied it by itself, kind of like I did 4 times 4. So 5 times 5, well, that's just 25. Found my C, which is 25. What about this? Well, negative 18 divided by 2 is negative 9. But now think about it a little bit. We've been multiplying 5 times 5. So basically, would you agree with me? This is negative 9 squared. So basically, what's negative 9 times negative 9? Well, that's 81, right? What about this one? Let's go ahead and do the same thing. So we're going to go negative 14 divided by 2, and we're going to square that. Well, negative 14 divided by 2 is a negative 7. Negative 7 squared is 49. Let's try the last one here. 12 divided by 2 squared is 6 squared, which is 36. So now we're going to use the finding the plus C in our next video on completing the square. So please continue on to part 2 of completing the square, and I'll see you there.